mama, I made it to Forbes.
Yo, what up guys, it's your boy Williams Fitness back again with another video. So I want to touch on a video from a while back, and it's basically Dallas McCarver is training, and what led to one of probably the strangest Arnold classics we've probably ever seen. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you will be well aware of the Arnold Classic I'm talking about. It's the Arnold Classic 2017, which Cedric actually went on to win. However, the strange thing that happened in this event was obviously Dallas collapsed. He had an upper respiratory infection, basically collapsed on stage. Obviously these guys are like super mega depleted. They've got hardly anything in the system. You know, they're really super dehydrated. So to get on stage and to flex and to hold those poses and put all that strain on their body, their system, their muscles has a detrimental impact. And obviously getting a respiratory infection, although these guys kind of look superhuman on stage, that's probably, I'd say, where they're at their weakest. And I mean immune system wise and technically physically as well, because they're so depleted with carbohydrates. Insulin levels are all over the place. If they don't get their insulin levels right, it's just a shit show for anybody. So obviously that happened. Then there was another issue that I clocked. And basically how this video's come about is I was going through some old stuff for Dallas McCarver, and I noticed on stage that Dallas McCarver actually headbutted Cedric McMillan. Now, I know I'm not trying to like stir a pot or anything. It was obviously meant in jest, a bit of fun, but I'd never actually picked up on it before. And I am that kind of guy that will sit and watch YouTube and watch really old, posing routines and shows from either, the golden era, or even if it was a few years ago. I'm that obsessed with bodybuilding. My featured and recommended is just bodybuilding. And I noticed this little cheeky headbutt, and I just thought it was funny because, obviously Cedric went on to win, and Cedric and Dallas, even though there was a bit of rivalry on stage, were actually close. They were good friends, and obviously we all know Dallas was, pretty much best friends with Flex Lewis, moved out, lived with him, trained with him, absolute beast with him. And obviously Cedric did drop a video after, wishing Dallas well, hoping he got better, this, that and the other, and it was all in jokes, it was all jest, it was all fun, and that, I think, sums up Dallas. He was this big giant that kind of had the persona of a bit of a bad boy, but really wasn't. He was a gentle giant, a nice guy. He had an absolute megaton of potential. And obviously then he went on to, collapse on stage, and then obviously Cedric took the win. But leading up to that, Dallas was basically Dallas and I'd say Nathan D'Asha at the time were the two that sort of came through from like 2016 through to 2017, and obviously then Dallas passed away unfortunately, but he did have a lot of potential. And I genuinely think, this past Olympia, he could have been ranked, quite easily top 5. If you look from the past, how he's always improved. He had a lot of size to him, granted, but he was starting to get everything dialed in nicely, and it is a shame. He is going to be missed. I just thought it'd be nice to throw that little cheeky clip out, and obviously a bit of training footage, because Dallas, was and is one of my favourite bodybuilders of all time, and favourite people. He's the only person actually out of every bodybuilder, past and present, that I genuinely wanted to meet. Like, because I used to follow him on Instagram and stuff, and see the clips of him and Flex just joking about, and he'd play with Flex's little girl and stuff, and he just seemed like such a nice guy. So I'm going to leave it there. Have you got any memories of Dallas, or any clips that you think I should watch or other people should watch? Drop the links in the description below. I will approve all of them. If there's any, funny footage of Dallas out there, or any posing routines you want to share with us, feel free, drop it in the comments section. And I've been me, you've been you. Peace.